You are watching Teso Vibes TV.
My name is Francis Erau. I am chairing the Teso community, which is responsible for understanding why the world is incarcerating our own AA, Anita Among. The people seated next, left, right, front, it is me who has invited them. We are here to address the media. We would want the media and the whole world to understand that what our sister AA is going through, it's a very, very painful issue. It is very clear that when you speak the truth anywhere in the world, you will always be hated. Our dear own Anita Among, the Right Honorable Speaker of Ugandan Parliament, stood on the truth, that the truth must remain the truth and must die the truth. Our motto says, for God and my country. But when outside world found no way of entry into our country, Uganda, through homosexuality, lesbianism, name it, they decided to fight our parliament, and more so, they are fighting the Speaker of Uganda's parliament. As it is so, where Anita comes from, it is a very big abuse. We are not going to shy. We are not going to get ashamed to stand with her under all difficulties. Let Europe, let America reject her, but as it is so, and Africans, we are going to stand with her because she has defended our norms, our African culture. We are not going to accept to be lured into activities that are not productive. Even in the Bible, it is not productive. Because a man and a man can never multiply and fill the world. But it should be a woman and a man, and that is what God ordained as family. So here we are, understanding the nature and the type of life she's going through. We want to stand with her and warn whoever is trying to perpetrate all these allegations against her, that God in heaven is watching on you. Whatever you're doing, you may call it legal, but we are telling you God in heaven is watching over you. Yes. You are going to meet your fate as quickly as possible, because Amen. We are going to open a prayer in it. So here we are going to open up a prayer, and we're going to pray against all the spirits fighting the Right Honorable Speaker of Ugandan Parliament. I have here a team of leaders who should explain to the world what does the Quran say about lesbianism, homosexuality. Is it an act that is allowed? And because Ugandan Parliament has refused, you now peg all allegations, dirty allegations against her. If she's a thief, can you produce her in court? And if it's an allegation, can you investigate and let her be interrogated? I think as ITESO, we are not happy. As a chairman for this ITESO community, we are going to continue to press in. We are going to parade ourselves on all the streets of Teso, and we shall move to Kampala on foot soonest. Yes. And this is my position. I am declaring it. We are going to have it done as quickly as possible.
My name is Dennis Oja. I am a youth leader and a ghetto representative from the ghetto. I want to say, first of all, as a youth leader, that we do not support homosexuality. Two, in the ghetto, we do not support the Batman or Chichiman. Bobby Wine is a Chichiman and is a Batman.
Yes.
We are all aware that within the laws and within all the media platforms, Bobby Wine truthfully and spoke out and said, let us support human rights. Which human rights are destroying people's honors? Exactly. Homosexuality is an aspect that does not support procreation. Biblically, we support procreation, bearing our motto, for God and my country. Now, I want to request my fellow youth outside there and the people outside there that, number one, the people probing our own sister, the Right Honorable Anita Among AAA, are people who are against procreation. We are having population census. Do we count the same people, or we are counting because of procreation?
No, we count all people.
If we are counting all people, it's the reason as why population census is there. Now, these people who are not supporting procreation are simply the people who are against the Bible. In the Bible, I'm very much told and also aware that in the Bible, God said, produce and fill the what? The world. There is nowhere in the Bible whereby God says you ordain a marriage of a man and a man, or a woman and a woman. It is not there. So for that reason, therefore, I want to request those all who are believers, the Gate of Fraternity who believe in Jah, and my other people who believe in God.
No Akado Judith. Arai ngamu chalati na pule kita ngoro no Pioneer Award. Ido aja ngene rane mama kupe yalama. Na reponele yang artere tutokosa Anita. Mamere ponela jokan. Anu abanga nuta silia nutu. Ni bokito situ ngoriri yake. Seiko baki tunai. Tonne jai tutokosa Anita. Itu kujo kola sonya. Achama kitiki lio kamanye tiki lio kangorone di patrosa are. Ade paripe na uni. Ide uriati duelwi puda pedorfose edar. Nyesi jari so di cheni. Nari lo muti so kalia nuipu wakata ribina ngore polone dope angoro nuipu. Konye pipino tauka. Anyu nube ejasi musubune ngai to sai tukisane ngai totor ando makita Anita totokosi otomene rabe to tupite ni nere baibuli so anu angun enera ngokapi Judith be mamusi chamunit na kiron wapo monokini boni nare baibuli te balabe o uriati lele bata kwa Ochama isise lele bata kosa kwa kedi kilio ko luche nera ko monokina ngoro don muni nyesa ko ya ngoro mamsi ko homosexuality big boys okay that totokosi.
Yes. My name is Brian Olieko Molonga. I am one of the youth leaders of Soroti City. I want to send this message directly to the principal of National Unity Platform, who is Chagulanyi, aka Bobby Wine. One of these days, you are moving around proud of yourself that you went to Europe, Britain in particular, and influenced the sanction of our sister.
Yes.
Undermining the sovereignty of our country, because the decision against homosexuality in Uganda was not an individual decision, but it was the Parliament of Uganda.
Yes.
Why do you castigate an individual that is, I want to term it as threatening violence?
Yes.
And we are saying it is a popular decision among Ugandans, specifically our culture in Teso here. We don't support anything related to homosexuality. And the decision of the Parliament represents the majority of Ugandans in Uganda.
Yes.
So I want to say, you have gone to England, you have put sanction. We are also consulting here. We are consulting the elders, the religious leaders. We are now also considering organizing a local sanction here, and one time we are also going to announce you will not step in it.
Never.
This one we are speaking, we are very bitter, and if indeed it is a majority rule, we want to see sovereignty of Uganda against the colonial masters. Which one will prevail?
My name is Shaban Ali. I am the National Resistance Movement mobilizer. And the reason I am here is not because of the National Resistance Movement today. The reason I am here is because I want to know why the leaders of Teso, most especially the cultural leaders, the Emorimor, the cultural leader of the Kumam, are quiet over these issues. Why is the speaker being persecuted and yet they are quiet? Bobby Wine is moving with the name of the speaker and people are happy. For us as the young people of Teso, we are saying that if we are not going to get any information from the leaders of Teso, most especially cultural leaders, we want to move, we want to mobilize the people of Teso who love the speaker, and we shall move up to Kampala. We want to ask President Museveni, why is his government quiet over this issue? Yes. And yet when this bill was passed, there were over 500 members of parliament who passed this bill. Yes. Why is Anita the only person who has been persecuted? Why is Anita the only person who has been intimidated? Yes. Anita is a woman leader who represent us at the national level. And people are quiet. We have said as people of Teso that we are coming. President Yoweri Kaguta Museveni, I want you to know that we are coming, and you tell us why government is quiet over this issue. Yes. It is very clear that the reason why Anita Among has been hated is because she is the one who engineered the passing of the anti-homosexuality bill. So we are coming to Kampala. If the leaders of TESO are quiet, we are coming to Kampala and we want to show the people of Uganda that we love Anita Among.
Mustafa Eriko. I'm a councillor of Soroti City. But right now here, I represent my Muslim community in Soroti City. We as Muslims, in our books, the Quran and the Hadith, there is no provision for that. And we condemn it so much. You see, the Muslims, for us, we marry 1 to 4 women.
Yes.
Because if you feel that you cannot satisfy yourself, you can get the second wife. There's no that provision of homosexuality.
We are here this morning today in our NUP, head office of TESO sub-region. We are here having a press conference this morning. The purpose is to respond on the information which is circulating around on social media about the local sanction of our party president, Robert Chagulanyi Sentamu, aka Bobby Wine. So the reason of us responding, one, we have heard these people circulating around speaking that it is our president who made Anita to be sanctioned. It is true. Our president talked about corruption, and he went even further and even also said it is good that these people who are corrupt, they should be sanctioned because they are stealing the taxpayers' money. That's why he didn't only talk about Anita as our party president. He also talked, that's why there was issue of Mpuga. So it means that he was not only supporting, it was not all about Anita, even talked about Mpuga and the rest of other people who were involved in corruption in the parliament. So the information I want to tell you people who are out there, one is that it is true that these few people, few individuals who are in the TESO are moving around saying that they want sanction, the local sanction of the party president, which is illegal. And I've even failed to know, because yesterday I was in the radio station, I wanted them to respond, ask some of them that which sanction is it? Is it economical sanction? I don't know. I've even failed to know. They did not even respond and they did not even come to the radio station. So we as the TESO of NUP TESO sub-region, we have realized that some of these people, some of these boys are idle NRM boys who are trying to move around because they want to make cheap popularity, and also they want to get attention of the speaker so that they can get money. But the truth is, not all of us are involved in this, and this cannot even happen, that the party president cannot step to TESO. He will step TESO at any time. If we talk about saying that he can't step to TESO, this is very wrong. I want to apologize, and we as NUP of TESO, we apologize to the people of Uganda. We apologize to the people of Uganda because the TESO are all over in Uganda, every part of the country. So if we say that he cannot step to TESO because of the sanction of Anita, it is very wrong. How many TESO are in Kampala? How many TESO are in different parts of Uganda? This is promoting tribalism, which for us we say and respond that it is no, that it will not happen. So I want also go ahead and talk about the sanction. It was all about the UK Parliament. The UK government is the one who made the sanction over our speaker, Anita. And the sanction was made not because of homosexuality. People are trying to cause a diversion, talking about homosexuality, taking an ignorance of people who don't know what is happening. But I want to let people who are there listening, outside listening, that it is not all about sexuality. It is all about corruption. One, the issue of the Karamojong iron sheets, which our speaker was involved. That is, we condemn it. Two, when these people awarded money, big amount of money awarded within themselves, 1.7 billion, they awarded within themselves. That is also corruption, which is illegal, even in the parliament. For us, even in the TESO, we have poor structures of road, poor structures of schools. Women are dying in labor rooms because we don't have medical equipments. And an individual takes amount of 400 million, which we condemn. So that is why, for us to say we want a free, democratic country, we are fighting against corruption. What we are preaching, we want to put it in action. We don't want just to talk. That's why our president started with the one who was our former leader of opposition. He started with him because he wanted to practice what we are preaching. I want to tell it as who are out there that we personally, we are happy that we have our own Anita, who is the speaker for ITESO, which is very good. But the issue here, it is not personal. The issue here, it is all about Anita. The issue here, it is the corruption. For us, ITESO, the tribe of ITESO was known as a trustworthy tribe, which people used to respect. When you have done what is not good, we condemn it. Even if it's me, if I'm involved in corruption as a quarry, I will be handled as a quarry. Let's not put an umbrella of saying it so. When you have already made a mistake, you personally, and you don't want to be corrected, then you start dishing out money using the small group of people saying that they are doing that for you. It is because of homosexuality. So that is the message I want to pass people who are outside, who are there. Finally, the press, which is the press we're having today here, it is also making people aware that we are here to stand together with our party president. So for any other issue about our party president, we stand with him and defend with him as the NUP TESO chapter. People power, our power. People power, our power.
We're just trying to respond to something flowing on social media. I think I can call it stupidity of Ugandans. I think we're literally all don't know what is going on in our country. Number one, the Honorable Chagulanyi, who is the president of the National Unity Platform, is a Ugandan who has not committed any crime that anybody should stop him from going wherever he wants in the country. National Unity Platform is a legitimate political party registered in Uganda that the constitution clearly allows him to mobilize and move around, converse support for his party. So therefore, whoever says Chagulanyi should not come to Teso should go to court, and maybe court can stop him from coming to Teso. Number two, it is peacekeepers and peace-seeking tribe in the whole of Uganda. It is on record. We don't want a narrative where some few people are creating a situation where they're going to say it is encouraging tribalism, that the Honorable Chagulanyi should not come to Teso. That one is very wrong. This is a free country. Uganda is a republic that everybody has the right to do whatever he wants as long as it's within the brackets of the law. Now, it is the people who are greedy. I think this is the NRM orchestrated ideology of wanting the other tribes in the country to hate ITESO. Just like ITESO also made the fetus who are in the NRM have made a mistake. They have slept off. I want to give you a brief history of what happened. You remember when the Dr. Obote was in government. It is ITESO who supported Obote in power for a very long time. Now, when Obote left, eventually Tito came over, and then now, when Museveni came into power, he punished ITESO. How did he punish us? Our cows were stolen, ITESO were killed, you see people were burnt in Mukura in a bandwagon for dead people, they have never compensated them. Young men were killed around Teso College in the mango trees, who were coming to study in poor schools like Sorote says, they could not afford boarding schools. All that happened to ITESO, and ITESO are still sleeping. So I'm calling upon ITESO to wake up now, that please join us in the struggle. Join us in the struggle. We remove the dictator and we make a better Uganda. Our enemy is not Anita Among. Our enemy is not any Ugandan, but the art that the NRM government is using to cause confusion amidst us. Number one, homosexuals have not stolen any money from Uganda. It is we who are corrupt. The Right Honorable Chagulanyi has been fighting corruption. It is because of the way issues are handled in Uganda. That's why he tried to alarm to go to countries that donate money to Uganda and tell them, my dear, the funds you're donating to Uganda are being misused. So the UK has got its own system of investigating. When you go way back some few years, like 10 years before, even the Honorable Chagulanyi was banned from entering UK, you understand? Because they have their own ideology, they have own doing things, they have their own parliament. Two, It is not Anita Mong who brought the bill, who passed the bill of homosexuality in Uganda. It is the Parliament of Uganda. Our culture does not promote homosexuality as it is so. We don't want to look at those people even. We even don't want to hear about them. So let's not cover the reality by bringing the issue of homosexuality, protect, cover your corruption. We want justice in Uganda. We want a democracy in Uganda. Number three, let's talk about the justice. Let's talk about the police and the impunity. See the way our friends are being detained in jail. You are trying to protect the way that we shall not talk about our colleagues who are in jail. You don't talk about them. You are not bringing something to cover to make Ugandans hate NUP. We are going to continue speaking, and we shall explain, and we shall be on all media houses. And I call upon every Ugandan to open a Twitter account, be on media, and post everything that you see that NRM is doing. We have a program that is laid, and we have this tour going on. After this tour, we shall rest for 2 weeks, and we shall have another program where Bowen is coming to Teso, he will go to Karamoja, and those other parts of northern Uganda where he did not go. Because in Teso, we have two ethnicities. We have the Kumams and the Iteso. And so we want the president to come to Teso office and go to Karimaido area where they are brothers, the Kumam, and then he will go to Karamoja eventually.
I want to make a few things clear about the Iteso. The Iteso are very hospitable people, and the representation that you saw on social media is not a reflection of who Iteso are. I also want to make something very clear about national resistance movement. National resistance movement subdued Iteso a few years ago, and now they are coming back to the Iteso to show them that they love them so much. There's a lot of pressure coming from Buganda, a lot of pressure coming from Bugisu. Pressure is coming from all over the country, and that's why now we are having NRM coming, giving us the speakership, giving us the vice president, the vice presidency. We have General Salim Saleh is now stationed in Ikulu. They are looking for new friends. So, in a nutshell, NRM is failing, is falling, but it's looking for people to follow it. I'm appealing to the Iteso that NRM is a boat that is sinking. And if you go with them, if you listen to everything that they say, definitely the Iteso are going to fall with the National Resistance Movement. And we are here to make sure that that doesn't happen. Let's not forget who our true friends are. NRM is not a true friend. It will use you and it will dump you. Now it is here to use us, and we are saying we are in things. We are in parliament. We have a speaker, but we don't know what their agenda is. Their agenda is to find people that are going to follow with them. NRM is falling today or tomorrow or the next day. Anytime NRM is falling, so I don't want it to sleep off. To think that they are in things. There is no future in the national resistance movement. A national unity platform is the party that Ugandans should take up from this point and on, because NRM is a family party. Right now, as you see, they are initiating, they are bringing in a son to a sitting president, and it is happening in broad daylight. And I would really not wish for Iteso to participate in such impunity, where we are using taxpayers' money to bring in a son of a sitting president, who is also a serving soldier. And we are here. I would not really wish to see my brothers and sisters participate in such impunity. The issue about Anita Among is not about homosexuality. It's about corruption. Kyagulanyi is not an employee of the British Parliament. Kyagulanyi is a political leader of Uganda. The British Parliament has resources that it uses for investigating leaders all over the world, and it has sanctioned very many leaders all over the world. It's not only Anita. Anita is not the first person. Even Kyagulanyi was sanctioned 10 years ago not to step the UK. Was Kyagulanyi responsible for that? Kaihura, Elwelu, all those people were sanctioned. Was Kyagulanyi responsible for that? So, Iteso, I'm appealing to you to be the Iteso that we know. Thank you so much.
Now,
The registration is going on well. We have registrars, registrars who are doing their work. One of them is here. This is the registrar for Soroti City West, and they are doing their work very well. We have not yet got interference at any angle, and we hope that there will be no such interference. How are you? First of all, security is not supposed to interfere with our work, because we are the ones who are standing for them. When Chagulani was here in Soroti in the 2021 elections, he said that the lowest paid security person will get 1 million. And years later, government succumbed to that pressure. So we are for this. Those are our brothers. They are supposed to work with us, but we have not yet got interference from them.
My name is Dennis Elionu. I'm the focal person, Soroti South, divided NUP into two, there is North and South, and fortunately, Soroti City, where the so-called interview that is on media took place, falls under my jurisdiction. Number one, as NUP, we are a party that loves peace. We are a party that is for the whole country. That's why we are a unifying party. Unlike the other guys on the other side, who are in resistance until today. For very many years, they are still in resistance. About the sanctions, people, those guys listening to us outside there, the gentlemen and ladies you saw in the video clip pertaining NRM guys claiming that they are ITS. Please, maybe those guys are not educated enough. They don't know the meaning of a sanction. Sanctions are not just things that you wake up one morning and do. Sanctions are measures taken by foreign powers or foreign governments over individuals in a country that is under dictatorship. And those sanctions are taken after seeing that indeed in that country the citizens of that country cannot get justice in the courts of law of Uganda. Because it is very obvious. Trust me, you go to any court right now. Right now, those people who are claiming that Chagulani should not step in TESO, and unless he goes back and they retract back the sanction, please, you have the right to go to the courts of law. And let's see whether those courts of law will help you. This is Uganda. And number two, let us stop this idea of being used. They give you peanut money. You come and try and disorganize people. Please, when you are making your own videos, please sit alone and say that us, we are 15, we are saying that Chagulani should not come to TESO. And please, my brothers, Chagulani is going to come to TESO. And Mark, you is going to come to TESO, and even you will see him. And I'm welcoming you on that day. When he comes here, please, come and join us. Let's discuss issues together. This thing of being used, 20,000, 30,000, 100,000, whatever money you get, you eat. It's your money. But unfortunately, go out there and speak sense. Itesots are not known for this, for disrespecting any other person. The Bible says, wise man come from the east. Unfortunately, Itesots, we are from the east. So we are supposed to be wise. We are supposed to portray that wisdom. Thirdly, about the claims that Chagulani should not come to TESO, we should put it in understanding that Itesots have been welcoming. We've supported this government up to today. Nothing has been done for Itesots. Mark you the so-called positions that they give our people. They give this handful of people, 10, 15, 20 people power. And those people, they work for one person. They don't work for the people of TESO. That's why you see them, even them among themselves, so please, those ones who are saying that Chagulani should not come to TESO, go to court, let the court put an injunction and say that Chagulani should not come to TESO, and then we see. Because the more you claim that Chagulani should not come to TESO, how many TESOs are spread all over the country? How many TESOs are spread all over the diaspora? Should we wake up one morning and then say that if everyone in the whole country also says that, okay, we also don't want TESOs in our area, what will happen to us? Remember, we are a tribe that loves peace. Naturally, let us maintain peace and let us remain sober. Let us have discussions when we are sober. Lastly and foremost, the speaker, in her own words, mentioned that she doesn't have any asset in the UK. She mentioned that she doesn't even have a cat in the UK. And thirdly, she even mentioned that she doesn't need a visa to the UK, that she only needs a visa to UK. Please, if herself said that she doesn't need those things, she doesn't have those things in the UK, who are you, the so-called small group of people? You go and sit around in a corner, you claim again to fight for her rights. Doesn't she have enough power to fight for?
Doesn't she have enough power to use to go and claim and say that, okay, the sanctions were wrong? But herself, she said she doesn't need to go to UK. So why are you, the few hungry-looking people, going on saying that it is wrong for UK to sanction? And since she's also a speaker, she can also sanction the UK MPs who sanctioned her. Yeah? So we call it evil. So please, let us maintain peace as it sorts. And we welcome you to join NUP anytime. Mass registration is going on in Teso sub-region. We are seeing very many people turning in even their NRM cards, opposition party cards. They are joining NUP in Teso. That is a very good movement and a very good step. People power, our power, people power.
Stand here this morning to represent what we call the populist view of the Ateker people. While we are entitled by the law to have the freedom of expression, assembly, and speech, while we have the power and the authority to express our views at whatever level, whatever media, anything that you may use, these freedoms are limited to some extent. We are not going to sit and watch people wake up in the morning. Either they woke up after quarreling with their women and their husbands and begin dropping statements that do not set us at peace with other people. National Unity Platform stands for the highest moral, which is unity of the country. Our highest advocacy is to see that at the end of this journey, Uganda is liberated, one, from the spirit of divide and rule. We want to see a united community, a united country. So any citizen, anybody out there who wishes to see a prosperous and a united community, it is you that we are speaking to. Highly, please help us push this information to even the people who may not have the ability or the access to hear us. Let them hear that whatever views that were expressed in that view of the video you saw, they do not, I repeat, they do not align with the spirit that we, the Ateker people, are raised after. The speaker is our own. We acknowledge that she is a very hard-working woman with a history of having done a lot of good things to herself, to her community, and to her family. We acknowledge all these things. But while we acknowledge the good that she has done, we are not going to use the good she has done to cover the bad that she has done. We serve a country that is seeking justice. And justice stands for if you are wrong, then you are wrong. And that is the case here now. The scenario we are dealing with is so pronounced that they have decided to hide it under homosexuality. The people speaking here, all of them are married or they are dating opposite sex. We can confirm that. The gentleman in the names of Bobby Wine Chagulanye is married and wedded. The ones I saw in the video, I don't know whether they are married because I've never seen any of them moving with their families. Because you cannot be a responsible parent and you have 20 minutes or 30 minutes wasted speaking nonsense. A responsible parent who is married would have been in the garden looking for how to survive. You had to waste time. Now you are also making us waste more time responding to non-issues. We want to invite the public that if you see these people, avoid them. Because what they carry might be airborne. Common sense cannot be got in those people. And we want to pray that we identify them and isolate them. Uganda is a liberal country. We are not going to be in the middle of people who are trying to create enmity between us, the Ateker people, and the Baganda and the Ugandans at large. Uganda is too big a country. If I may ask to you listening, how many Iteso reside, work, and survive in Uganda? Many of them are scared now. They are vulnerable. And we want to appeal to the people of Uganda
that kindly, like anybody else said earlier, please forgive us, the Ateker people. We are sorry for what our lost brothers said. It is not what we said. We are here and we represent the most popular opinion of the Ateker people. We want to say one thing one more time. It is not yet too late for the Iteso people, for the Ateker and Ugandans to join NUP. NUP has proven, and it's on record, that we are the most peaceful political party Uganda has ever had. But while we are peaceful, we want to pass a very stand and very clear message to our colleagues in NRM. The mere fact that you have the access to guns, to tear gas, and to weld power around the RDCs, where even an agent of NRM is able to command the DPC to make an arrest. We want to remind you, colleagues, violence is not a monopoly of NRM. Even a pastor can box a Christian. If you read the Bible properly, Christ Jesus kicked boxes in a church. So while we are peaceful as NUP, don't risk to think we cannot slap you back. Let us be very peace-loving people and let us do the right thing for everybody. We shall continue pursuing peace. We shall continue looking for unity, and we shall make sure that whatever service we offer the country, we will offer it to everybody equally, without knowing your race, without knowing your name, without looking for your ethnicity or your religion. So we want to appeal to all Ugandans that kindly ignore what those people say. We know all of them. Many of them, of course, are idle. We tried to give them even opportunities to work with us. Some of them don't want to work. The only thing they do is to look for attention. And as they said earlier on, they might have been targeting the attention of our vulnerable sister to assume that maybe when they say so, they will be able to get the money. We want to remind them again that these are matters of two sovereign countries. We have a Ministry of Foreign Affairs that is headed by Honorable Oriam. And I'm very sure the two countries are collaborating and they're exchanging information. Let us allow these two people to finish up, because I do not think whether Shabani, Rau, or Chege has the capacity to get evidence against the sanctions that the UK put. UK has better systems on investigation than even Uganda does. So let us not look down on these matters and think it is not good. I would actually appeal that our sister, the speaker, looks around her circle. Because I also think, because of her very good work and her hard work, the people in NRM who are lazy are the ones who are fighting her. It is not us, the NUP. We don't have this information. The people in NRM are the ones who are in charge of the information in this country. And I'm very sure, I am sure, maybe the boys who were talking, one of them gave UK the information. So we need to check those boys. I am not very safe with those young men. So we want to thank you for the opportunity, and we pray that we as Ugandans continue to seek peace and work in unison for a better country. People power, power, people power, NUP everywhere, NUP.